Don't know why Renault did it. At least it was never going to fall off, hey? Getting it all back on and it's not the bloody same thing. That'd be annoying, wouldn't it? Today we are focusing on replacing this beauty right here. Obviously the crack is getting nice and big. Obviously it is, if you don't know, a plastic wing. So that obviously that split's just going to slowly get longer and longer. Hence why I split it anyway. To get the wing off, there's a bit of a long-winded process. You got to start with a, well, I'm going to start with the side skirts. They're sort of riveted on. I'm going to drill them through because there's no way to sort of unscrew them or anything like that. And to put it back on, I'm probably just going to use zip ties or something like that. I'm going to see if I got any bolts and nuts, but I think a zip tie will be just as easy, and hopefully it won't ever have to come off again. So the process is I'm going to take that skirt off, drill them holes out. There should be 2 bolts behind there. There's 2 nuts behind the door as well, so sort of in from here. There's 2 there. 1 bolt behind the scuttle, so up here. There's 2 or 3 bolts along the top in here. And then obviously behind sort of the bumper, there's a couple of bolts sort of behind the arch liner in kind of here. That's what I think, but pretty much I'm just going to take off every bolt I see that looks like it attaches to the wing, and then hopefully she comes off. But that's the whole point of this video, is to learn and sort of document it for you guys. So I'm sort of going to start off really first of all by drilling this baby off. These little rivets run all the way along, so I'm just going to stick a drill through the centre of that and try and break them off. I think there's about 5 or 6 on each side. And yeah, hopefully that should get the sides get off, and that's going to be one step closer. I don't think I'm going to get all done tonight because it's going to get quite dark quite fast. Right, so we're going to start with a 4mm drill bit first and see how well that goes. Might have to hammer out the rest of that now, or maybe pry it out. Oh, or just pop it off. I guess that's it. Pretty good. That seal's not doing too great either. Starting to go a little bit, but you definitely aren't going back in. It was a T20, it's just tucked round there by this one. Obviously that one needs to come out as well because that's for the wing. Yeah, a little Torx screw. T20 also needs to come out. And I think it was 5 rivets I drilled out on there as well. And it reveals 2 bolts underneath here. I would assume from the Renault Life they're either going to be a 10 or a 12, probably a 10. Yeah, 2 10mm under there. I've got another Torx bit there. I assume that's still a T20. Bit more rusted, but yeah, still a T20. So we're going to whip those 3 off. Cool, 2 10mm and the T20 out. From what I researched, there is 1 that might need to get there. 2. So I think there's just those 2 inside the door. There's 1 under here. Renault, you absolute legends. Don't say it often, but all I had to do here was pop out that one, and then I remembered. Well, I say I remembered as soon as I got to it. They've split it in 2, haven't they? So I don't have to touch the wipers because it's on this side. So thankfully it's the driver's side, not the passenger side. If it's the passenger side, I'm guessing you may have to get the wipers off. But here I have access down and in to that little 10mm there. And that is the only one, I believe, underneath the scuttle that you need to. There's another one here. Not quite sure what this is. It feels like there's a bolt underneath. But obviously we've got that one. So there's 3 along the top of the wing. Whatever this thing is here, but I might be able to access that from under there. Cool, so that's made it easier. Thank you, Renault. See, that still feels like that needs to do something. Don't know if I can access it. Wait, righty, tighty. out of the way. Seems like quite an unnecessary bolt to do upside down, but so that was also a 10mm, but I can only access it with this little rascal. Nope. So if you don't know how to remove the front bumper, this part you might want to refer to one of my older videos where I actually do like a bit more in detail about how to get it off. There's sort of a bolt under there, a bolt under there. You've got to take all the bits off for the top here, and underneath as well there'll be a couple of bolts, all like mine. I've zip tied it in. But yeah, just need to whip all those off to get it off. I've got my air ducts at the front, so I don't really want to sort of undo them and sort of take them off the front. So I'm just going to try and bring the bumper forward ever so slightly and see if I can gain access to the headlight without taking it off. Taking it off, because obviously all them air ducts are sort of attached to the car. But yeah, if you want to check out how to take off the front bumper, go and view one of my other videos. But I'm just going to quickly whip this front bumper forward and off now on a bit of a time lapse. Cool, so to get to this stage, it's actually only taken me about 40 minutes. So I've got the side skirt off, done the bolts underneath there, got the front bumper off, got the headlight undone now, that's all loose, and this is just about to come off. I did go to take the headlight out, and I thought, oh, actually, doesn't seem to be a bolt behind there. The bolt that was left is up under here, so if you sort of look from the outside, just up in there, just a little way. Another 10mm to grab. There's none behind the headlight, but I've loosened my headlight because this sort of all tucks just behind, and I didn't want to do anything more to that headlight that's already crap. So I've loosened that with the free 10mm on that as well. The wing should be now pretty much ready to go off, other than those ones behind the door seal there, so I need to get those. So my camera rudely cut off with no battery. I've just gone and got the spare. It's getting to about 5:30 now and it's still bright. Loving this weather nowadays, so much better. But yeah, so I've got to this stage now. I just need to check on these two in here, just inside the just inside the door, to see what size they were pretty much. I mean, if ran out were cool, it'd be a 10mm like every single one. Yeah, perfect. So 10mm there, I assume you crack it from here, and another 10mm there, which you can access from the outside with a long jobby. It's hard to try to film these things. Cool. So it only takes about an hour to turn your car into a disaster, to take your wing off. Obviously for you, if you've never taken anything off your car, like the front bumper takes a while first time round. Admittedly, I haven't put those bolts back in up from the wheel arch into the front bumper because I don't see the point. The bumper clips on really stiff. Oh my god, this is painful. The bumper pops on nice and stiff. There's no reason why the bumper should fall out because it's got the pins at the front. So I've cheated and not done my back up, and it saves me taking the wheels off. So that's those two. Actually, I might leave them in there. Oh, it's steel feels connected. I think there's one more. Okay, so I think after all those bolts that I spoke about, I think there's one more. I can see like a bracket thing through here. So I reckon inside the arch liner there's one more, but I really don't want to take the wheel off, so I'm trying to wiggle my hands behind. Also, the amount of mud in here is... I'll show you once it's all fallen out, but that's the start of it. Take the wheel off, people. Make your life easier. Hopefully. This last one is in such a stupid place. So these are like those weird popper things, but they don't seem to be coming off. I've pried and I've pulled and I've twisted and I don't know why I ran out of it. Just put some form of screw thing in there or something. Anyway, so I've managed to bend all this forward. You've got like the arch liner and then some sponge. And I've popped the little 10mm up there and I'm sort of undoing it like one little bit at a time, but it seems to have freed itself, which is a saving grace. Other than the indicator. Ta-da! that one in the middle is a joke. Why do that to me? Annoying place. It's only like a pinch bolt, I suppose, but I got dirty now. See, I'll hook all this crap out, clean all that up, and then my Chinese has just arrived actually, so I might go inside and enjoy a cheeky little Chinese a minute. But I want to sort of put on the new wing soonish. I might quickly do that now while she's off, but that's what we look at. So all the bolts pretty much are visible once you've whipped all those stuff off. The only thing that isn't is obviously that little rascal that's up in the liner there, but looks a bit crazy like that, the amount you have to take off just to get to a wing, but at least it was never going to fall off, eh? Smoked indicator. So that went pretty well actually. I was expecting it to be a more annoying job than that. This is when I've actually picked up a black pearl one rather than a black gold one, but let's hope not. Let's not make those kind of jokes. So fresh, pretty good. There's a couple of snacks, a couple of chips. Is it ready? How ready is it? What's so ready that you're eating it? No worries, I'll be 5 minutes. Just want to put this on for the viewers. Alright, so sorry to butt in again, but you're going to see that clip that you've just seen again, because I just want to show you that sort of how my face changes, because unfortunately the wing is the wrong colour. There was power in words just as I took the wing out saying, oh, I hope it's not a pearl black, I hope it's a black gold. This is when I've actually picked up a black pearl one rather than a black gold one. Lo and behold, it is wrong. So yes, hopefully you enjoy my failure and my rookie error. Always check, whether it's nighttime or whatever, use your torch and check to make sure you have the right colour. Unfortunately, Renault did two blacks that are pretty close together. I assumed that he knew that it was black gold. He said he took it off of a black gold Clio, but there we are. Lessons are learnt, and hopefully you can solve it for me, but I might just have to put the cracked one back on. But yes, hopefully for you guys that are watching for sort of help with a wing replacement, hopefully this has helped you guys. For those that are watching just because you'd like to watch my videos, thank you. I've sort of got over it now. I'm in there editing the video now, and we're going to carry on, and you're going to see the sheer disappointment on my face. And yeah, just watch me get grumpy. Just want to put this on for the viewers. Also, there they are, together as one. Oh, just concerned end up getting it all back on and it's not the bloody same thing. That'd be annoying, wouldn't it? You know, I made a joke about them not being the same colour. I should have checked when I bought it. Anyway, he is a Clio break-in salesman dude, so hopefully he's got the right one. Hopefully it will sort it out for me. But well, the new one is pearl black, unfortunately. There's no gold flake in it, it's just got the standard flake, whereas obviously my last one has the gold flake in it. I'll try and show you it now with the lights off. Aaron has told me a way to check it, so use something like a phone torch. Okay, so I'm just doing a little bit on my phone just to show you guys. That's the pearl black, the new one, which I didn't check like a silly boy. This is the black gold. Obviously it's swirly as anything, I haven't cleaned it, so don't judge me, but you can see obviously the gold flakes in there, and you only see the sort of sparkle of the pearl black in that one. It looks pretty by all means, but there ain't no gold in it. Kill me now, for God's sake. Nothing ever easy. So my car is now sat outside. I'm trying to bodge everything back, tucked away all the electrics, but brilliant. Fudge cakes. So yeah, I was gonna finish this video off in the week, but maybe not, because that's a bit of a boo-boo. Either we put the old one back on and we wait for another one, which I think we might have to do if he hasn't got one. There we go, mistake. Always check it. I should have known to check it beforehand, but I looked at it, it was black, and I went, perfect, you know what you're doing. But we'll see. Like I said, hopefully he sorts it out for me, but bit of a bummer really. But there you go, that's how to remove a wing. Yeah, unfortunately we're not going to be putting it back on today, but bit of an amputee at the moment out there. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. Like the video, comment down below. Let's pray that he sorts it out. Hopefully he's got a black gold. Black gold wings don't come along very often either, so I don't really fancy my chances. A refund is about all I can probably hope for at the moment. But there we go, guys. Catch you next time.